Caitlin Clark owns Fever's fourth quarter struggles after loss to Aces. After the Indiana Fever dropped their second consecutive game, Caitlin Clark took accountability for the Fever's fourth quarter struggles. The Indiana Fever fell to the Las Vegas Aces 89-81 on Sunday, squandering a third quarter lead for the second game in a row. Much of the spotlight falls on struggling Fever star Caitlin Clark, who took accountability for Indiana's late game struggles. Just the little things, we've kinda just shot ourselves in the foot consistently. We turn the ball over, we foul a lot. Those are just easy points for them, Clark lamented in post-game media availability. And that mostly falls on me as our point guard. I think I really have to get us into stuff. Clark finished with 19 points and 10 assists, but the negatives were louder. After shooting 3 of 14 in Thursday's defeat to the Golden State Valkyries, Clark finished Sunday 7 of 20 from the field and just 1 for 10 from deep. She also struggled to control the basketball, surrendering 8 turnovers, including 2 during a crucial fourth quarter stretch that helped the Aces ice the game away. Especially in the fourth quarter, we didn't do a good job of taking care of the ball. I didn't. So I think it just starts with me and just getting better at that. Indiana led 61-58 at the close of the third quarter, but fouls and turnovers fed into a strong surge from Las Vegas, who outscored the Fever by 11 points in the fourth quarter. It comes on the back of another disappointing collapse on Thursday in which the Fever surrendered a 59-55 third quarter lead, outpaced by the Valkyries 33-18 in the final frame. For us today, I think this is much different than the Golden State loss. Golden State, we just got straight out outplayed, outfussled, Clark noted. Tonight, we did things well for a good portion of the game. I thought we executed our scout in the ways that we wanted to. Down the stretch, we just really couldn't find a way to get it done. Regardless, it's back-to-back losses with blown leads and self-inflicted wounds, not to mention a 1 for 17 slump from three-point land for number 22. It's hard not to feel like they've let these last two slip away. There's a peculiar kind of quiet that fills the locker room after a tough loss. Not the deafening roar of victory or the anxious buzz before a game. Just a heavy silence that drapes over a team's shoulders like a thick fog. The Indiana Fever's locker room was soaked in that silence after their 89-81 defeat to the Las Vegas Aces, a game that slipped away in the fourth quarter like sand through fingers. But amid that silence, one voice cut through with clarity, accountability, and determination. Caitlin Clark's. Caitlin Clark, the young star with a fearless shot and ice in her veins, stood not only as the team's leading scorer, but as the unmistakable heartbeat of the Fever. She had dazzled through 3 quarters, dishing assists, weaving through defenses, and sinking shots that electrified the crowd. But the fourth quarter, that final stretch revealed cracks the Fever could not ignore. The fourth quarter fade. The game had all the makings of a Fever win. Aliyah Boston's relentless inside game had been a force. As she bulldozed her way to 26 points, Clark had poured in 19 points and orchestrated 11 assists, a testament to her skill and vision. Through the first 36 minutes, Indiana led and controlled tempo. As the clock ticked down, the Aces unleashed a storm. Pressure mounted. The Aces' defense sharpened, forcing hurried shots and turnovers. The Fever, so fluid earlier, struggled to find rhythm. Caitlin felt it too. Passes missed, shots rattling off rims, the frustration of a team slipping away. The scoreboard told the story. A slow bleed that transformed a lead into a deficit. This was more than just a lost game. It was a moment that echoed past struggles, a familiar pattern the Fever needed to break. Owning the moment. What could have followed was silence, deflection, or excuses. But Caitlin Clark did something rare and refreshing. She owned it. In her post-game reflections, Caitlin didn't shy away from the reality. "We didn't finish strong," she said plainly. "It's on all of us, especially me, to keep the team steady when the game's on the line." That kind of leadership, especially from someone so young, is what separates good players from great ones. She spoke candidly about the challenges of fourth quarter pressure. It's a different beast when the clock is winding down. Every possession counts. Every decision feels heavier. We've got to be better in those moments, mentally tougher, more focused. It was a call to arms, not just for herself, but for the entire team. Clark's honesty was a lesson in accountability. In a world where athletes often dodge blame or hide behind bad calls and unlucky bounces, her willingness to confront weaknesses head-on breathed life into the Fever's locker room.